And then,
Teams are midpoint of the NFL season, always a great time to take a step back and look ahead to what's down the road for us.
Yeah, no doubt. And I always felt, even as a player, that you never really knew how good you were as a team or how good everyone else around got to this point in the year. November, December football. That's really where teams separate themselves from the pack, and that's where playoff pictures start to unravel. That's where there's a little bit more clarity between the haves and the have-nots. And
you know how he gets comfortable when he starts drinking.
Holidays are coming.
He thinks it's no big deal if anybody sees him drinking. You know? They pull up at the gas station, he just gets out and counts the rest of the beer. It's only got this much in it.
Offensive Rookie of the Year 2023 from Ohio State, it's C.J. Stroud.
Really solid all-around performance last week.
No, some of the
biggest factor that led to the win is his ability to continue to protect the football. Executed the offense.
I know one person that acts like that.
Now, it
I
might not
catch
have been
his tongue.
earth-shattering
I walk up to him and he was, and I go, "What's up, cousin?" He looked at me back.
He can continue to play that style of ball. It's going to be a tough group to match up with.
You know, lefty
It's
left.
going to be brought down up past the 45.
I didn't like me or something. I mean, we walked outside and we were talking for a little while in his truck, and he went in there and got popped up in the beer while we were in the parking lot, down in it. I go, "You still do that shit in your car?" He goes, "Yeah."
Something much bigger than even they were probably anticipating.
Griffin, huh?
Dude, this is not the fucking 80s.
Yeah, you don't care.
I don't know anybody that did that.
From the shotgun.
Yeah, he was doing that. He was killing me. Oh, he was killing me when he did that. Because it was just a little bit less. We got out, so I pounded it. Like, that was okay. Because it's gone. It's gone now.
This one a gain of 18.
What an idiot.
Mike, this is great awareness.
And then went inside, paid for gas, and bought another beer.
He feels the pressure coming on around him.
Oh, look
So
at
often
the
the soft
face.
spot is moving up in the pocket. That's exactly what he does.
And I thought
Takes
he was
off
gonna
down the middle of the
die
field,
in the
picks up good yardage, and a first down.
Stop.
Stroud to throw here on first down.
Let's go, then.
That's caught right side, the tight end Schultz. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
You know what they say, Mike, is the best third down play in the NFL?
It just starts off slow.
I'll tell you what, this is
Once he gets a hold of you,
so far here on their opening drive,
then
3
it's
plays,
just you.
3
You're
first
not in
downs,
control of it.
now the question is, can they take advantage of this fast start and come away with some points?
They'll get about 4 here as
It
he
just
is
tells you what to do. I used to drink like that too, but not. I mean, I don't know how you got lucky. You stopped.
From the gun, here's Stroud.
You were drinking like that too. You
And
got
that's going to
fucking
be a first
hammered.
down.
Hammered.
Pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch. I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision,
One time Rick,
you just
he was
kind
all
of get
drunk
strong
and ran himself
laterally.
over
Great job there
with
by the defense,
his
and he has
grandpa's
no
car
choice
because,
but to
you
take
know,
that
we had to push
After
start
the
it.
loss of 3, it is
When
second
he
and
was
13.
pushing it, he almost ran himself over. He's an idiot.
Here's Stroud. That'll be taken in by Mixon. And he can't get
Almost ran
away. They
himself
rally to
over.
the
What an idiot.
football
I
on
couldn't believe
defense.
it.
Bring
Just
him down
fucking
for
drunk
no
as a
gain.
mother.
What an advantage it brings to
Pushing it.
defense when you have cornerbacks. Brings an extra element to the ability to
Sometimes
defend
I
the
wonder if
entire
he
field.
knew, but he
This
knows
is a great example here
how
why.
fucked up he was.
From the gun here on third down, it's Stroud. And this is going to be incomplete.
It's
That is
Stroud, you
great
know?
work there, making things
Yes.
difficult defensively.
Got him.
It'll set up
Held
a
him.
fourth down.
They might score 3 though.
And on that third down, they thought an easy way to pick it
That's
up and get some
all
positive yards would go to their quick game, but it didn't seem like the receiver and the quarterback were on the same page, and now brings up fourth down.
Score 3.
You know, they did a lot of good things on this opening drive, Mike. I know they stalled out once they got down there into the red zone. They're going to need to work on finishing some of these drives as this game moves along. But that's a good 3 points to start this game.
3 points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Well, 49ers offense set to get to work for the first time. They'll be led out by a young man who's making a name for himself, their rookie quarterback.
Well, I don't think that stat line last week had him up for any sort of awards. If I had to guess, he'd much rather have a modest game in a win as opposed to throwing for a bunch of touchdowns in a loss. Biggest thing that he did, Mike, he took care of the ball. So as long as he continues to do that, they're going to have a chance to keep on winning.
What's he throwing, dude?
Incomplete.
It's fucking back on quarterback.
That was the intended target that time, and it'll be second down.
It ain't gonna be my fault. It was wide open, and it's the quarterback.
He'll drop to throw. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. He's got his tight end, Kittle. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be first and goal. Back to the air one more time. He's got his big tight end, George Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year. Extra point up and good from Moody. And the 49ers move out to a 7-3 lead.
Yeah, right. I don't think so.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes the all-pro returner from last year, Rashid Shaheed. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. C.J. Stroud and the Houston offense set to get going again. The numbers have looked good this season. Case in point right here, right up there, among the NFL leaders in touchdown passes.
Here we go, let's go.
And in motion, it's Diggs. They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Here's Stroud. A short throw pulled in by Schultz. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And, man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Stroud going to set up to throw. He's back to Schultz. He's got it again. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And, yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you know what that tells me, Mike? the decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short. You give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Niners offense ready for their second possession. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Downfield, he's got the big target, Jennings. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. A run with the man from Louisville, Isaac Guerendo. And he'll fight forward for a couple of yards, but a flag is down, and the linemen are already walking back.
Still 2nd down.
Back to throw. The coverage too strong that time. The ball back away. And incomplete. Good coverage there by a good corner, Derek Stingley. On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
I think there's one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it.
Like you're not making minimum wage. You're making $35 an hour.
Turn it over on down.
You work 2 days. You already made too much. You don't qualify for unemployment, even if you work 20 hours or less. Period. He's like, yeah, that's what she said. I was like, you're a fucking idiot, bro. I was like, you're all this. I told you this shit. When we were talking about this a long time ago, but you didn't believe me. He's like, yeah, I know.
From the 39.
Now he knows I was right. That one killed me. What an idiot.
Off the play.
He's an idiot.
Here's Stroud. Now a deep ball here.
He is an idiot. What an idiot, huh?
I think that's one of those cases where he just
Fucking
tried to put a little
moron.
bit too much on it and fit it into that window, Mike, and
What he
sails
gets.
it high.
Oh, well.
Give his guy a chance.
Now
to
he
bring
knows,
that one
though,
down.
for
Get
sure.
that ball on his
He knows I
chest
wasn't just
and help him
bullshitting,
secure that
but they
catch.
can know for
At this
himself.
level, when you're that open,
But now he's
that ball has to be
Now pissed though. He can't get
And that one
employment.
gonna
He
be
needs it right now.
closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a
He
loss.
tried to borrow $60 from me the other night, and I was like, "Nigga, I don't even have $60."
So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the 1st quarter.
I'm out
The
of work.
Niners have the early advantage.
I'm out of work.
More from Houston coming up.
I'm hurt. I'm out of work. And I haven't even got my disability checks yet or nothing yet. He's been working, you know. A couple of days here,
3rd and long.
a couple of days there, you know what I mean?
On the quick, right?
Man in motion. It's Diggs. Stroud to throw. He'll get this out to his running back. That's well done as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Throwing on second down. Stroud.
Oh, he's on it.
And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away, picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
To throw is Stroud. Oh, what a throw. Slinging it across his body and complete. And he puts his head down and he picks up the first down. Stroud gonna tuck this one on the zone read. Not much there, maybe a yard.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short game.
It doesn't, I don't know.
They need to get to the 27. This is third down. Back to throw, Stroud. He's got his man. It's Diggs. That catch number 40 on the season for him. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. They'll go play action with Stroud. That is hauled in at the 5. And he's going to be taken down. This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is first and goal.
Oh, way over his head.
Got his man, middle of the end zone.
That was way over his head.
Touchdown, Houston. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock
Jumped ahead by 7.
Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to
by
win
6,
as a
by
receiver
3.
quickly and give the
Oh, they
quarterback
scored
somewhere
this.
to go with the ball.
Oh, see, it was a good thing that they got their
that led to that
field goal
Both
first.
teams ready to go once more.
Yeah, their touchdown.
As the kicks away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. 49ers offense ready to take over possession of the football. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides. This drive kicks off with first and 10.
That's the game's for maybe 3 days.
Wow.
It's going to start from the days.
On the handoff, it's Garendo. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second
I would take the
down.
game over my house, I guess.
Well, it's going to happen. You say it. Yeah.
And I say grown men don't play video games.
Well, maybe that the play ones, but you get grown men that you don't think you have to do them.
One more time, it's Garendo.
Some nice stuff up to do around the house for me to be sitting in front of the TV playing the game. No, no, she said no. No time ever. No.
Step aside.
Never, she said. Never, Gilbert, never. Never. I'm supposed to have time for myself. There's too many things to do. Why put off tomorrow what you can get done today, Gilbert?
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw.
No.
Open man
That would be a no.
downfield is
That would be a
Kittle.
no.
And he's out of but not until he gets inside
There's too
the
much.
25-yard line.
Did you? What part of? There's too many things to do around the house
It's a gain of
for me to be
34.
sitting in front of the TV. Do you
I'm just not
understand
sure
that
how you
part?
let somebody like me get so
She
wide
don't
open,
care.
judging from the
She said, "No, there's
defensive
too
body
much stuff to
language.
do."
I think it's pretty safe to say
And but
that
she ain't doing
somebody
none of
blew
it
their
though.
coverage assignment.
She ain't doing none of it. She wants me to do it. Yeah.
So they come to the line for
This
first
fuck.
down and 10.
And then my sons, they're lazy. They don't do shit.
They'll give it to Garenda.
So that makes my job even harder because they don't want to do shit.
Nothing more.
You know?
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack
They used
is
to,
their
they used to
instincts and
bitch
their
because I
vision.
used to
In this case, the linebacker
have them
has
help
his
me
keys,
do the
brings them right where
fucking
the ball is going,
pick up
and
the
he's able
dog
to make
poop
a play at the point of attack
in the
and
yard
keep
when we
his
used to have the
team no gain.
dogs. They used to bitch about that. And all I had them do was hold the fucking bag open. Dang, they bitched about holding the fucking bag open while I scooped up the shit and just put it in the bag, you know? They cried about that.
It's second and 10.
Lazy crybaby mother lovers. You know what I mean?
They'll go again with Garenda. He'll manage to get 2, maybe 3 on that
Nothing.
carry.
They're in their room
It
playing
is
the game.
Al Shire with the stop.
Yeah, we're going to do none of that. We ain't doing none of that.
What can they do here on third down and 7? Blitz coming. He'll throw it. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
Fucking
Outside of
doing.
the turnover, this was probably the worst case scenario. Immediate pressure
I
in
was
his
doing
face
good till
with
then.
nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
Udi's kick is
Barely
good.
made it.
And the 49ers will level the score at 10 apiece.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a
Actually,
good
scored a
hold,
touchdown.
and a good kick ties this game.
All level at 10 as this one's kicked off. Isaiah Rodgers now to return it. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Texans offense ready to get back at it. They'll see if they can go about breaking our tie. We're all even at 10 as this drive begins. First and 10. Throwing is Stroud.
I didn't bring it up. You did.
This is downfield. It's Dell. And they're going to send this all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the
Got
NFL.
hella injuries.
Of course,
We
that's a
expect.
given, but it's really the cerebral approach to the game.
We're gonna get it. We're probably gonna get an L in the next 3 games. One of these next 3 games because we got hella injuries.
Finding the vulnerabilities of the back end, but then once his guy
It's a
was
backup
there,
quarterback that can't throw far.
that put the ball in the exact right spot to allow his guy to make the big play.
Well, we got 2 linebackers out.
First half and good enough for a first down.
Here we go. Let's go. Hey.
From the gun, here's Stroud. That's caught right side. The tight end Schultz. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. That is caught. And he's in. Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Texans.
And this is just high-level quarterback play down here in the red zone. The way they teach them their progressions, Mike, it's touchdown, check down. You don't want to take a sack. You certainly don't want to turn the ball over. He knows he has nothing down the field, nowhere to go to his receivers and tight ends. Check it down to your back. Let them do the rest after the catch. It results in a touchdown.
You are trying.
What? Nothing I can do.
The kickoff team is
4-14. You are trying.
As the kicks away. The return starts from the 5. They get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard
line. We still got Kittle, Jennings.
Yeah, but our quarterback is so far. They tried to go deep and
Then those short passes.
yeah, now that I know.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Here comes Garenda. And he'll work this past the 25 to the 26-yard line. It is Azeez Al-Shire with the stop. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Hill drops to throw. A slant to Ayuk. A nice throw from the 2nd-round pick. He'll get him the first down.
You're all coughing online.
Teams might decide to take the ball first after the halftime break because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeout. You can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break.
On first down, here's Garendo. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. So we have reached halftime with the touchdown. As we'll send you over to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman standing by. He's got the EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll start by heading out west. State Farm Stadium in Glendale, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Ken Walker, a touchdown run in the victory. From there, we'll head east to check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Lions. Laviska Shenault, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get right to the center of the U.S. map and check in on the Chiefs at home in Kansas City. As you can see the score there in the 2nd quarter. Rashee Rice, a touchdown reception. We just watched a very good first half out of the Ohio State man, C.J. Stroud. He came on after both these teams running through their final adjustments. It's time for the 2nd half. And for the call, let's get it back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.
Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Niners offense. And their running back. set to go once more. And really, he has not produced a whole lot of highlights as we thought about coming in that he could be a featured back in this one. Instead, no running lanes, no room to operate, stuck at the line of scrimmage, and generally taking this offense out of its flow. A run with Garendo. And this will be a short pickup to about the 30. Kamari and Lassiter there on the stop. Second down and 8. He'll look to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Kalen Bullock. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now Stroud. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. He was looking for Stephon Diggs there, and it'll bring up second down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front. It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the first down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage, and in a lot of situations, it'll get you the first down, just not here.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
A loss of 10 yards brings up 4th down.
Tymee Fairbairn coming on to try the field goal. This one from 54 yards out. And this is no good. Could not get it on target. And this is going to remain a one-possession game.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
They'll send a tight end in motion. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Now he'll run.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on 1st down.
On 2nd down, a run with Garendo. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. It is Azeez Al-Shire with the stop.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. And it looks like he's going to have a 1st down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs. They'll run. Here's Garendo. He's going to force his way for a yard or two, but looks like this one's going to be coming back.
Still first down.
Now they'll set up to throw. Off he goes. And that'll help a bit. They're still well short of the sticks. A solid pickup on that first down play.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the first down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback. Just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Back to throw. There he goes again.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Here comes 3rd and 6. On the ground, it's Guerendo. A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on 4th down. That's taken in.
Every team in the league has their own set of scramble rules, and what that means, Mike, is when the pocket breaks down and the quarterback gets flushed, everyone understands, based on where they are in the field, how they can remain friendly to the quarterback. Great execution here, leads to a nice gain.
So Kittle comes in motion. From the gun, here's a handoff. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Devin White, that time on the stop. They face 2nd down and 7. Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. That'll be incomplete with a penalty flag down. It looked like someone was across early. On the ground, it's the tight end. And he's going to pick up the first down. Tackle made right at the 20-yard line.
It's a gain of 6. First down, San Francisco.
Getting the tight end involved in the run game here. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Let's go.
They'll run for the first time with their fullback. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Third and 6. So Kittle comes in motion. Able to complete it to Ayuk. And the 49ers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
To be a prolific passing offense in this league, you have to be able to both throw the ball from the pocket and you have to be able to operate and convert on third downs. And they've really done both at a high level on this drive. And to no surprise, they find themselves first and goal.
So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the third quarter. Sure, they're thinking about the decision after the touchdown since they're down 7. But first, they've got to get the TD. It is first down and goal. So Kittle comes in motion. Oh, no chance to get rid of that one. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
All the way back at the 14 now. Second down and goal. He'll find his tight end, Kittle, on the right side.
After that first down sack, I think we both kind of looked at each other and said, all right, well, there goes this drive. But a really nice job there in the passing game on second down. That big chunk brings them from second and long to now at least third and manageable.
He slams it in there, and he is in. Isaac Guerendo. Touchdown, San Francisco. So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the fourth quarter. All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Texans offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. This game all even now following that touchdown a moment ago, and they'll look to retake the lead on this drive that starts with first down.
Hey, south. On the quick, right?
Stroud. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in.
So I don't think his fullback was his primary option on that play, but a really nice job by the quarterback working quickly through his progression, getting the ball down to his big fullback, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
Throwing on second down. Stroud. Back to the outside. He's got Diggs. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers.
Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
That's over the middle and caught by Dell. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up third down.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's fourth down. The Texans set to punt this one away. Important punt here in this tie game late. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The 49ers offense getting set to get back to work. We're all even. Fourth quarter, so every drive so important at this stage. And they'll start with 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And this will gain a couple of yards up to the 22-yard line. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll throw out of the gun. A short one there, caught by Kittle. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it.
Goes without saying, this is a huge drive. This game is all tied up. 4th quarter, that's a huge 1st down pickup. Now they got to see if they can get some points off this possession.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. Handoff here, up the middle, and he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Another really nice throw right there, and as you can see the numbers he's been able to put up here, I'm a little surprised, if I'm being honest, Mike, with just how easy it seems to have been. It just seems like he's made every right decision every time that he's decided to throw the ball.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning remain as we get set for 1st and 10. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Second and 6 coming up. They'll stick to the ground. And he'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call.
Offense.
They'll come up now for 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. He's trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not, and be taken down there.
Just another example of poor decision-making. I mean, making a bad play even worse. There's nothing there on second down. Just throw the ball into the stands and move on to third. Now you take that sack, and it's going to take a miracle to stay on the field.
The crowd cranking it up another notch before... His throw left side is complete.
When you think back to the first half, Mike, just how well he threw the ball, and you thought maybe this defense would come up with some answers in the second half to slow him down, but so far that has proven to not be the case.
So on fourth down, the Aussie Mitch Wisnowski out to punt. Rashid Shaheed back to return this one. The Texans offense headed back to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10.
Here we go.
To throw is Stroud. A short throw pulled in by Schultz. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here, and they'll get together prior to the second down play.
All right.
From the gun, here's Stroud. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big third down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have fourth down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive and see if they can pull out the win here late.
He's got his man complete to Dell. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down. Taking off, and he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way. Here's second down and 3.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. That's over the middle and caught by Collins. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining, and it's 1st and 10. And he's not able to get away. He does manage to get back to the original line of scrimmage, and that'll set up second down.
Here we go.
Stroud to throw. Oh, and a crusher there. He can't get a throwaway, and he's taken down.
An 8-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Alert hot.
Gonna need a big play now. 3rd down and long. And the timeout comes. The whistle blows with 3 seconds remaining on the clock. Big play in the game right here. It's 3rd down.
All right.
Here we go. 1 final play. Diggs on the reception. And he's going to be taken down, and that will do it. 4 quarters, no winner. Let's keep going. We're off to overtime. So, overtime coming up, not a playoff game, so a quick reminder of the rules. Each team gets one possession unless the opening possession is a touchdown. Then it's game over. Any defensive score ends the game. Each team gets a couple of timeouts, and all replays come from upstairs. If the first OT ends in a tie, so does the game. Four quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. This fielded at about the 9. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Here's the San Francisco offense ready to take possession of the ball once more. We'll try to establish some... as they start this one with 1st and 10. Three tight end. To start the drive.
Let's go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
This pains me to say, Mike, because I love the idea of feeding the tight end, but it can only go his way so many times if it's not going to result in positive outcomes. So wouldn't be surprised to see him try to get his backs, his wide receivers, get some other guys involved, and then later in the game, go back to his big tight end.
That's to the right side and incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the intended receiver there. 3rd down coming up.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. He'll look to throw. That's taken in by Jennings. And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's going to wind up a yard or 2 short.
We see teams more and more throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, really for 2 reasons. 1, they're confident that they can pick up the 1st down with yards after the catch. 2, teams' willingness to go for it on 4th down is at an all-time high.
The offense is staying right there. They're going for it. 4th and a couple. He'll drop to throw. And this will be knocked out. Incomplete. Penalty flag down in the backfield.
Holding.
Usually a sign of a hold. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look.
Here we go, let's go. Hey.
Now a 1st throw here in overtime. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
Now, that's right.
Now Stroud. He'll get this over the middle to Diggs. A big play there on 2nd down, but we do have a flag on the field. And that's in an area where usually this play gets erased.
Go, ready?
Throwing is Stroud. This one intercepted. Picked off by Andrew Phillips. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
All right, Mike, so think about the spot this defense found themselves in. They know they've got to come up with a stop or a big play somewhere or this game's over. And what do? They go out and get a huge turnover to give their offense the ball and a shot to win this game.
On the handoff, it's Guerrero. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
1st and 10. One more time, it's Guerrero. And they're going to get him down this time. Not as easy as the last carry. This time they drop him behind the line of scrimmage. 2nd down.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
Where a defender makes his tackles tells you a lot about his abilities. And for an interior defensive lineman, Mike, to make plays on the outside of the formation just speaks to his speed, his effort, his ability to run down the line. And we saw it here, and he takes the back down for a loss.
And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
2 minutes to go here in overtime. Greg and I back to search for a winner after this. Ball sitting at the 7. 1st and goal. Here's a run. That's a nice pickup, bringing it down to the 3. Second and goal. Here's a run with their tight end. Trying to push the pile forward. He didn't even get to the 1-yard line. They stopped him short. No gain. Once more from the 2. 3rd and goal. Now a handoff, the tight end in the running game. And he is not going to get in. They make the tackle at the line of scrimmage. That's going to bring up 4th and goal. So, Jake situation. This one to win it in overtime. This kick is good. He got it. It took overtime, but they will walk off the field with the victory. So, a win here for our visitors, the 49ers. This was a close-fought game. They were able to get themselves into field goal range here at OT. The final kick sailed through the uprights to finally close out this victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.
check it out. Hit you with no delay into what you saying, yo. Silly with your ice grilly with the dilly, yo. When I be on the mic, yes, I do my duty, yo. While up in the club like we while in the studio. You don't wanna violate, baby, really and truly, yo. My main thug, Bill ain't Julio, he moody, yo. Type of brother that it with the real shook, scared to death, act, yo. X that, look at shorty, she a little cutie, yo. The way she make me wanna get all in the, yo. Top mistress of the videos. While I'm with my freak like we up in the freak shows. Hit you with the make you feel it all in your toes. Hot, got all my people in red clothes. Metaphors when I formulate my flows. If you don't know, you're messing with lyrical player pros. Do like you really wanna party with me? Let me see just what you got for me. Put all your hands where my eyes can see. Straight buck wildin' in the place to be. If you really wanna party with me, let me see just what you got for me. Put all your hands where my eyes can see. Straight buck wildin' in the place to be. If you really wanna party with me, ain't gonna be trust. Yo, it's a must that you heard of us, yo, we murder us. A lot of people is wondering and they curious. I mean, in my unit, do it is so mysterious. Furious, all of my people is serious. Shook others be walking around fearing us. Front, baby, like you don't wanna be hearing us. Gotta listen to Harry D, he'll be playing us. 30 times a day to make you delirious. Damaging everything all up in your area. Yo, it's funny how all the be always serving us. All up in between they where they wanna carry us. Hit you good, then I hit them off with the alias. Various, they wanna marry us. Yo, it's flip mode, you stupid, you know we bout to bust. 7-figure money, the label preparing us. Bite the dust instead of you making the fuss. People know better cause they ain't no comparing us. Mad at us, yes, you know better, we fabulous. Hit my people off with the flow, that be marvelous. My whole clique victorious. Taking no prisoners with us, straight up warriors. When I feel it, then I know you be feeling so glorious. Then we blitz and reminisce on my people notorious. Do you really wanna party like that? Let me see just what you got for me. Put all your hands where my eyes can see. Straight buck wildin' in the place to be. If you really wanna party with me, let me see just what you got for me. Put all your hands where my eyes can see. Straight buck wildin' in the place to be. If you really wanna party with me.
It's Week 10 of the National Football League, and we'll see Brandon Ayuk. He's going to be a busy man in the passing game. It's the 49ers and the Saints on Thursday night. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Crescent City of New Orleans and the Caesars Superdome, the home of the Saints. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen. Greg, it's that time of year. A little bit more urgency. The calendar page turns to November. We kind of know who the good teams are. The midpoint of the NFL season, always a great time to take a step back and look ahead to what's down the road for us.
Yeah, no doubt. And I always felt, even as a player, that you never really knew how good you were as a team or how good everyone else around the league was until you kind of got to this point in the year. November, December football. That's really where teams separate themselves from the pack, and that's where playoff pictures start to unravel. That's where there's a little bit more clarity between the haves and the have-nots. And this is when NFL football gets fun. Holidays are coming. Playoff pictures are unfolding. This is a blast.
Devontae Turpin on the return. A good return as he takes it across the 30. So the Saints ready to go to work on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by a young man who's making a name for himself, their rookie quarterback.
They find themselves coming off a win last week that came right down to the end, and the best teams in the NFL, Mike, they can win close games and they can win different style games. You're not going to blow people out consistently in the NFL. The league is just too good and has too much parity. But the teams that are the best in one-score games, they're often the ones finding themselves in the best position come playoff time.
And he's hit behind the line of scrimmage and taken down right away. A loss of yards. What a message on the first play. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Back to throw.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive.
This is a great example of where just having situational awareness is so critical in the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and go line up, they've got to know where that first down marker is. If your route calls, get by it, secure the catch, and bring up a fresh set of downs.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And this is something the defense knew they had to contain coming in today, Mike. They worked all week on containing this quarterback. But here we are, early on in the game, a nice scramble there, good yardage, and he's able to pick up the first down.
With that, I want to give you a look at his numbers on the ground in last week's game. Second down and 8. They're going to go right back to Kamara. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
And this is as good as you can possibly get. It's out of bounds, and it's marked right at the 1-yard line. Well done. The 49ers offense set to get to work for the first time. They're led out by their quarterback, a second-round pick back in April's draft.
One thing about this guy that's pretty clear, Mike, is there's not a whole lot that rattles him. He does a good job staying even-keeled. You don't know if he just threw a pick or if he just led his team to a touchdown drive, and that was kind of the case last week. He didn't let it snowball into a bunch of back-breaking mistakes. He just shook it off and kept playing. Now, can he keep that mentality as the rest of the year unfolds? And if he does, he's going to give his team a chance every single week.
And he'll be taken down at the 11-yard line.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
A run with the man from Louisville, Isaac Guerendo. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field.
Offense.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end.
Third and long. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And they're going to move this one all the way up near the 30-yard line.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
So, first and 10 now from the 30. They'll give it to Guerendo for a gain of about 5. You get a look there at his numbers on the ground from a week ago. They'll come up here on second down and 5. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Able to complete it to Ayuk. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there that that third down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
On first down, here's Guerendo. Past midfield to the 45. And he'll be taken down.
This is how you drop your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. That's Ayuk with it on the left side. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. That's catch 3 just on this drive, and it gets his team a 1st down. 1 quarter in the books here on a Thursday night. What will the 2nd quarter have in store? They'll run. Here's Guerrero. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Guerrero. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. Good drive to this point. Now can you convert on 3rd and 3? On the ground, it's Guerrero. And they've got it on the ground. The mark will come at the 13. But it's a new set of downs. 1st down picked up. A run with Guerrero. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6. Here comes Guerrero. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. They'll try to get this one on the ground. On 4th down, it's Jake Moody time for the Niners. This about as short as you can get. Moody's kick is good. And the Niners will take a 3-0 lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
On the return, here's Turpin. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Saints offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And as we move into the second half of the season, he continues to put up the big numbers. Currently the NFL's leader in passing as we play here in the month of November. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Brought in by Chris Olave. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
You don't want to make a living off of making these kind of throws, Mike. It's one thing to throw into tight coverage, but it's another thing to throw into tight double coverage. And while the quarterback gets away with one here, I don't think you want to make a living doing it.
Slot man in motion left. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Here's a screen coming for Kamara. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Now a short one caught by the tight end Johnson. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down? It's Riley Dixon coming on now. He's on for the 2nd time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. The Niners offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. They had the field goal on the opening drive to take the early lead. See if they can improve on it here. 3-0 is our score, and it's 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. 2 minutes remain in a 3-0 first half. Back with more of this Thursday opener after this. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll throw out of the gun. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down. Like living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
To return, it is Turpin. And it'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. The Saints offense ready to see what they can do. They'll begin just shy of midfield with a 1st and 10. That's going to be pulled in by Kamara. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line. This one caught by Mechie. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here comes 3rd and 6. Left side into the hands of Olave. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down. Back to the air one more time. He's going to tuck it and go. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
He'll go underneath here, the running back out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down. Saints going to use their 2nd timeout. Clock will stop with 34 seconds to go until the break. They've got it at the 8, 1st down and goal. He'll look to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
So the ball's still at the 8-yard line for 2nd down and goal. They'll look to throw again. That is caught, and he's close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him short, put him down at the 1. New Orleans, 3rd and final timeout, as it comes to 22 seconds remaining till halftime. They were stopped on 2nd down, now 3rd and goal from the 1. He'll drop to throw.
That's a great job defensively, Mike. Not only to blanket the receivers and give the quarterback nowhere to go with the ball, but then when he tucks it down, being able to force him out wide to the sideline and get him out of bounds, great job by the defense.
So instead of going for the 1st down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. The kick is perfect, right down the middle. And the Saints will tie the game at 3 apiece.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll complete this one. That's Deebo Samuel. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
First down, San Francisco.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
We'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They send one of the tight ends in motion to the left. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Greg in just a moment. But first, let's give everybody a look at what's coming up later this weekend around the NFL. In that 1 o'clock time frame, a lot to choose from. But let's highlight the game in Philadelphia. A big one for the Eagles as they'll take on the always tough Green Bay Packers. More good stuff later in the afternoon. One being down in the desert, where it'll be the Cardinals at home in Glendale, taking on the New York Giants. And then on Monday night, folks, you are in for a treat. They've got a good one lined up between the Dallas Cowboys and the LA Rams. Not too much to show you scoring-wise in that first half. Just a couple of field goals make up all the scoring. But I wouldn't be surprised if we're close to them. Both these teams running through their final adjustments. It's time for the second half. And for the call, let's get it back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.
All right, Coach. Thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Still in search of our first touchdown of the game. We are tied at 3 as we begin quarter number 3. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The Niners offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They'll set out in search of a first touchdown in this game. Just a pair of field goals to show. It's 3-3 as they start 1st and 10. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Talk about a thing of beauty. Mike, did you see how many tight ends were on the field on that last play? They call it 13 personnel because there's 1 running back, 3 tight ends, 1 wide receiver. So everybody on defense is thinking run. They catch them off guard a little with the pass, and they take advantage of it with a big gain downfield.
First and 10. Now a give up the middle. And a determined run there inside the 40. It's a gain of 9 yards. Second and a yard. They'll stick with him again. Good running there. He's got the first down inside the 30.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. An 8-yard pickup. First down, 49ers.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. The connection made to Ayuk. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's the tight end. And a nice run. We'll get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. Up the middle they go. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Isaac Guerendo. Touchdown, 49ers. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year.
That just feels like a big drive, doesn't it, Mike? Here in the second half, you got a tie ball game. Now you're able to get out in front. Let's see how this other team responds, having to play from behind.
We got a ton of time, Greg, but a little momentum feel. Come out of the locker room, take the lead. Now it's up to the other team to climb uphill. So great way, perfect way to get this second half started. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here's Turpin. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. To take over once more. As we take a look at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns, he tops all other NFL running backs to this point in the season. And open downfield, it's Johnson. What about that? Out of bounds, all the way down inside the 15. A big play and a much-needed one as well. It covers 51 yards.
What can I say, Mike? Good things happen when you get the ball to your tight end, but in all seriousness, think about what this guy has to handle in the passing game. Not only to be the possession guy, convert first downs underneath, but then have the ability to be the matchup to get downfield and be vertical in the passing game. There's not a lot of tight ends around the league that can do both, and when you have them, I don't blame the quarterback for looking his way. I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
It is brought in the end zone. Chris Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. Now the try for an extra point. It's up and good. Saints will tie things up. It's now 10-10. All level at 10 as this one's kicked off. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The 49ers offense starting to trot out for this next possession. Low-scoring game, all tied, 3rd quarter. And a touchdown here could go a long way. Let's see if they can get it on this drive. 1st and 10. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's able to keep his eyes downfield for the completion. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. So a big one there to start the drive. 35 yards.
The biggest correlation between scoring points in the NFL is your ability to generate explosive plays. And oftentimes, the best explosive plays in the passing game happen when the quarterback is outside the pocket, and great example of it here.
Here's 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Garenda. And he'll manage to bring this down to about the 37. Ryan Brzee there for the tackle. Second down and 8. They'll look to throw. Caught. This is Ayuk. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
They can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. Handoff here, up the middle. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7.
And this is just more of the same, picking up exactly where he left off in the first half. And these numbers, Mike, as you see them, they just pop out at you. I mean, he has been the driving force of this offense from the very start.
One more time, it's Garenda. And he will not be able to get free. Picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw.
You can just see the reaction on the sideline. This defense thought they had themselves a critical stop. The mantra down here for all defensive coordinators, Mike, is takeaways, field goals. That's what you're trying to do, and, man, they were this close to coming away with a huge takeaway.
They can still pick up a first down here, and they'll line up to go for it on 4th down. Now they'll set up to throw. Oh, the blitz gets there. He is sacked, and they will turn it over on down.
All right, Mike, so in this situation, a defensive coordinator has 2 options. You can sit back and play the pass, or you can be aggressive and go after the quarterback. In this case, they chose the latter, and that's why they were able to force the turnover on downs.
They'll start this one on the ground with Kamara. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman, sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
Back to throw. He'll look over the middle and find his running back. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Throw right side to Olave. And he will have the first down. He caught it short of the line to gain, but knows right where that marker is, and he's able to pick up that first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Throwing now from the gun. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up Incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. The tight end Moreau is in motion. Now he'll run it. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as well. Wow, an important one coming here. Tie game, late, and this is third down. Mechie, the man in motion. On third down, they'll set up to throw. Catch made, right side. It's Johnson. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. It's good for a Saints first down.
That's good for a Saints.
He'll give this to Kamara, running right. And nothing doing on that one. He'll go down behind the line.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
Olave is the motion man. Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on third down. That one caught by Bub Means. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up fourth down. The Saints lining up in punt formation. That's going to be out of bounds, no return. And the drive's going to start from just inside the 20-yard line. The Niners offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And you look at his numbers as a pass catcher in this one. They've lined him up in different spots, shifted him around, and they've made him a real weapon in the passing game. They'll begin here on the ground. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They'll give it to Guerendo. Up the sideline to the 40. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll run for the first time with their fullback. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Right back to the fullback. And he did not want to go down. Good running. Manages to gain 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll run. Here's Garendo. And he's close to the first down. Gets 4 yards on the gain, but it will bring up third down. The crowd making their presence felt. This is third down. Getting the tight end involved in the run game here. And he's going to have a Niners first down. He has it by plenty. They keep the drive alive here on 3rd and inches. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Now a run, and it's their fullback with the carry. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down. Again, they'll try to power forward with their fullback. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Two minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. The sound deafening in the dome. It's third down. They'll let the fullback try to push the pot. And they're going to get him down close to the marker. Was he able to reach the ball out? He did. Great spot and a great run. First down. First and goal.
All they needed was a couple yards. But he was prepared, Mike, to dish out all the punishment he could to anyone who stood in his way. And with that mindset, it's no surprise to see him convert for that first down.
Now, first and goal. It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Certain quarterbacks have a knack for that, and he finds the space to get in the end zone for the touchdown, Greg.
Yeah, just a good old-fashioned quarterback sneak. Kind of a play that's taken the league by storm. Not necessarily the tush-push like we see up in Philly, but just as effective here, Mike.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. This offense and their running back heading back on the field. And he's made a big impact in the passing game. As you look at the NFL leaders in receiving yards by a running back, his name right there at the top. They'll come up for first and 10. They'll drop to throw. Taken in right side by the tight end, Johnson. They get 11 and quickly pick up a first down.
And now we're at the point of the game, Mike, where someone has to step up and make a play. It's exactly what this quarterback and his receiver did. It gives them now a fresh set of downs and a chance to go down and make this game very interesting.
To the air now on first and 10. Right back to Johnson. He's got it again.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Here comes second down. Mechie, the man in motion. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. A pass complete to the tight end, Johnson. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. The tight end, Moreau, is in motion. This throw left side, taken in by Johnson. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. He'll look underneath here and find Kamara. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. Back to the air one more time. Throw across his body is complete. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. Final minute, no timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. That is brought in at the 10. And it's a touchdown. They have gotten to within 1. And a 2-point conversion can give them the lead here in the final minute.
Just a beautiful ball there by the quarterback. And the point I want to make here, Mike, and make sure the viewer understands is, in the NFL, if you have to wait for a guy to be open and then deliver the ball, it's too late. So often these quarterbacks throw their guy open. They anticipate where the void in the coverage is going to be. That's exactly the reason this play worked out here, Mike, and he's able to connect here for a big touchdown.
So, not much time remaining to get something started. All tied here, late 4th as the kickoff comes. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. This offense ready for their next possession, led by their running back. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. Here is 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. A throw on the move is caught. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts. And they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Two timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Going left side down the field, and it's complete. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
First down, 49ers.
Here's 1st down. They'll run here. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. And they're going to get the timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds remaining in the game. So, Jake Moody on in this big situation. This to win the game. This kick is good. And it's celebration time. A walk-off victory on the game's final play. So, a win here for our visitors, the 49ers. Their winning ways continue. They've yet to be stopped as they remain unbeaten in the month of November. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olsen. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, from New Orleans, we say goodnight.
Stand in the fire and become what you are.
You say my look good.